Hey everybody, Rubicon here, back with more of Astragoth Iron Hand in the Chaos Dwarfs DLC for Warhammer 3. Thanks again to Creative Assembly for the early access. When this video launches, it will be probably the last of the early access episodes, and so very thankful for the opportunity to show it off to you all. Where we left things off, we are recuperating recruitment, if you will. That's a term that I like to use from time to time. And we're rebuilding here. We're getting the, we've got the Hobgoblin recruitment set up here, so we know we can recruit some better units than just the laborers. We've disbanded those. We're letting our Great Taurus recover. It'll be ready in about 4 turns, so it'll have to we'll have to manage that a little bit better. The Bull Centaurs will be ready in 2 turns, and we're just going to keep moving. So we're a little low on raw materials at the moment. And what is coming up in the next turn, though, I'll be able to show you convoys and how that works. Also, Tower of Tsar will also be showing up pretty good. We're in a good shape right now with labor. I mean, we're based on our workload. We don't have any buildings that are coming online that are going to affect that, so we will be in good shape for the time being until we can start moving to the west, or sorry, to the east. Or we could move south, because the Falls of Doom, this is the Servants of the Conclave, so we really don't want to go to war with them if we can. However, taking the Blasted Expanse and pushing this way is an option, or we can start pushing north to go against these guys, because eventually we have to take out Krakadrak, which is further. Based on the objectives for the Immortal Empires campaign, the short campaign, you got to take out Krakadrak, which is all the way up here, in addition to having your 35 settlements. So we got to go in 2 different directions. We might take this first just to solidify ourselves and kind of take care of that first. So that's what we'll probably do, but we have a couple of turns to figure that out. So as we recruit, we're getting some, which is funny because these guys are starting to like us quite a bit, and we could maybe trade with them. However, it is what it is. And the other part is too, if we let the ogres get too strong, because these are more greenskins, you're surrounded more or less. So you have to pick your battles and determine where you're gonna go. So as we go through in the typical Immortal Empires fashion, that large number just gets smaller pretty rapidly. All right, so we've got Tallest Towers that has been researched, which means we have more control, which, as you'll see, not a ton, but it did reduce how much labor we lose just because it pushes your control up higher. So where we will go next is... we could go 1 of 2 places. We can reduce our expenses eventually, or get to hollow points. I'm actually going to go for Stronghold Syndrome just because that reduces the upkeep, and we're going to have a very... because of, again, the unit caps that you deal with, because of the unit caps, you have to rely in the early game on Hobgoblins quite a bit, which means you have a lot of them. So what we are going to do is that'll cost almost everything. We're gonna hold on that for a second as we recruit a bit more. Get some missile units, get some more sneaky gets. Because another thing that comes in is one of your heroes is dependent on how many units of Hobgoblins you have. All right, so military convoys. So these are now open and available. So what you can do is it's the convoy mechanic more or less, but each of these guys has their different experiences. So I'm gonna go with cannonry. So we're gonna hire him, and then this reshuffles, as you can see here in the top corner, every 5 turns. So this is not going to be this way for the rest of it, you can get raw materials. The thing that you'll notice is you don't always just have a straight trade for things like labor. So you can go here, and this tells you how safe it is more or less on this trade route. Right now, the ones that are closest to us, you can either trade armaments for money, or you can trade armaments. You can trade armaments for money, or you can trade money for raw materials. We're okay in that regard. We more so, at least I use these for labor. So what you can do is you have to have enough. So like right there, we can't do that. But oh no, come back. I want you. Thank you. So I'm actually going to send them over here because we'll be able to bring back what we have now and bring back a ton of labor. So it'll take a while, but by the time that we get them back, it will be well worth it because that's our entire labor pool, more or less, at the moment. Come on. We'll essentially replenish that, and we'll have some battles between now and then too. I mean, 8 turns is a long time, but that's the idea behind the mechanic, is that you can essentially keep your labor up without having to fight all the time, which will become also much more important when you start taking other places. So I think we're going to go for the Silver Pinnacle next, just so that way it doesn't get too big, if that makes sense. We don't want, since that's a major city, it also gives us another tower, which is not a bad thing at all. So as we keep recruiting, we're gonna probably after this next turn, we're gonna start moving that direction and recruiting as we go. So it'll take us a turn or two to get there, just because of how far away it is. And that is the beauty of the quick end turn time. All right, so we actually have a convoy coming through here, and you can, we could attack that if we wanted to. However, where are they? I mean, they are all the way over here. So, and they've got I mean, we're stronger than them, and they don't like us. So we could attack them, but more or less that's just going to get us... we can't reach them. Is there a second one? Oh, that's our convoy. Okay. Alright, so we are going to... We're going to recruit that. And honestly, I'm going to stay here, and then I'm going to see if they come by me. And if they do, they're taking attrition. So, why not? All right, so this is being built as well. We'll get some extra income. Our income's starting to get a little low. That's just because we are recruiting so much, but that'll bump back up once we are done here. This should be a strong enough army. Me and my big mouth. We may not be strong enough to take that. That's a lot. Actually, here's what we can do. You come down this way. What do they have? Oh, that's a lot of chaff. Okay. Not the end of the world. Except, look at you! Are we actually at war with them?
You reek of anguish or hopelessness.
No, we are not at war with them. But they're starting to like us more. Irrelevant. They're probably going to go after those convoys, honestly. Alright, so after this turn, we'll be on the move again. And all things considered, we'll be in good shape. All right. So let's see. Let's add troops to it. Man, that convoy covered some ground. Okay, so it looks like they just lost. Alright, convoy's gone. You can rejoin. We also need to give you a boost. Let's give you Blade Master. And then, honestly, what we could do is... They're so much further down. What's their strength in relation to us?
Don't mess with me. What's your mess?
Barely even. Okay. Alright, so... Let's see. Next, we're going to go for the hollow rounds. Okay, so we're going to head this direction. There's just a lot going on over here. Looks like they fought. They're recruiting. Oh, if we can keep them... The thing that we can't do is get overwhelmed. This is a bunch of chaff. Like, this is... It's okay, but it's not crazy good. Oh, dang it, I forgot the tower. Alright, we'll show you the tower the next turn. Click the wrong button. But where we're going to go next is... We're going to see how this all shakes out, because they're, like, recruiting and doing all this stuff. What we might be able to do is just beat them in a straight-up fight, and then... proceed from there. Oh, so they all went away. Where'd they go? Did they fight? I can't quite reach him. That's the only problem. Alright, so Tower of Tsar, which I can now show you. Essentially what you have here is you can pick these seats, which I think this was also covered in Creative Assembly video. You can pick a seat based on how much influence you have, and then the other Chaos Dwarf units can also pick, and they can also usurp them. So you can come in and more or less just take seats. And I personally prefer, these are good. So like you can get armaments increase just straight up bonuses or raw materials. In the early going, I prefer the raw materials just because that's the foundation of everything. So without changing our workforce at all in our workload, we're now getting a bonus to it. So that's good. And we'll get more workforce here in a second because we're going to attack somebody on the next turn. Once we're done recruiting, that's going to put us kind of low on income, but this will offset that a little bit when that's done at tier 2. And then when we start fighting some battles here on the next turn, we are going to start seeing some overall income just from fighting. Okay. Yeah, because... Oh, that's where they are. Okay. I don't like how strong they're getting. But there's not a ton. They must have gone that way. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the underway to right here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna declare war on these guys.
Bad news. I'll poke out your eye.
I'm sure you'll poke out my eye, yes. So the goal is they're gonna come out and we can intercept them, or if they leave, I maybe should have gone to ambush, but it's only a 40% chance. Okay, so we can upgrade this because this is based off of raw materials. So that's not going to cost us anything. And then here, so this changes. This is factory setup. So this is for 150 raw materials per turn. We can produce 50 armaments, or the same thing here for money. We need to get more armaments going, so we're gonna buy that, and then we'll pay for this too. That's gonna take us kind of low on income, but that's okay. Oh man, we have to. Our convoy's up there. This is the other thing about sending convoys super far away, is it takes you away from what's happening in your area if you're not careful. All right, battle's coming up very, very shortly. And it looks like they didn't... Are they just recruiting? Strength through pain. No delays. Oh my gosh, they left. Okay, so they've shifted. Where'd they go? Oh, they went down there. That was a mistake. We'll auto resolve this, and then we'll fight a field battle here in a second. So we can get it as an outpost or as a factory. We'll do outpost. So now we've gotten some. Now that we have two regions, we can allow for new intake here, which means that new labor's coming in. We don't have any output here yet, though, so we're okay in that regard, because what you can do is you can shift workload around. So if I want to move 100 people over, I could, but that doesn't matter because there's nothing here. So we could either bolster this defense, create a recruit. We don't have enough money for raw materials, so until then, we're just going to get money. And then for Tyrant, we're going to get Logistician. And then my goal is to fight. They're encamped here. My goal is to fight this army on the next turn. Because we can then take... Oh, they've got two armies. He's in force march, though, so he should be fine. If we go outside, does that... Yeah, let's just go outside so that way we're not trapped. And then these guys... Oh, they're super weak. Alright.
Daula casa patsta threkrugi ma shuti watak. Nemis and
Don't tell me you're about to declare war on me. Ugh. Should have taken care of the ogres first. All right, so we've got ourselves a bit of a conundrum here. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, so we got ourselves a bit of a conundrum here. It's a Pyrrhic victory. We would lose the garrison force based on the auto-resolve. 3 lords. I get 2 minutes with them alone. What happened? Can they follow me? No. Okay, that's good. We're gonna play a little cat and mouse with them. Quest issued. Maintain 8. Oh, sweet. Perfect. Let's merge you guys. Because we're gonna get rid of one of you. Yeah, we'll get rid of one of the archers in exchange for you.
I want boys here.
So they're encamped, but they're mostly just goblins. So I want to be able... I want to take out the strongest units first. So if I go and attack you... You're also in force march. We've got kind of the same thing. However, we're not taking on the strongest units first. I actually like my odds here better. So we'll be able to take them out first, because the other side of it is we would fight the others so heavily that in the other scenario we would have fought them so heavily that we would have spent all of our time wiping them out, and then these guys come in at the very end. Whereas here we can pick off their strongest units first, and because they're coming in from that direction, we'll be here. Our reinforcements come from here. Okay, because then we can actually, even if maybe... Oh, my dream scenario, I don't think we'll be able to get there in time, though. My dream scenario would be to set up a choke point. Alright, so you all are grouped. You actually go over... Oh, you can't Vanguard deploy, though. That's okay. You guys are going to be like a little double teaming group. Try to avoid that. It's because essentially we've got 2 minutes. You stay behind them. Then you all will be back here, and then we'll get our reinforcements to come in from back here. I don't think they come till later, though. You guys come over here. You actually go around. Go that way. They're going to try to regroup with their reinforcements. There we go. We cut him off. Perfect. Go and take them out. Come up over here. Take them out. Where's the bull? Get into them. You guys get in there and help. Alright, their reinforcements are here. Enemy lord's wounded. Excellent. Chase them down. You guys also need to not be in skirmish mode. Alright, excellent. Chase them off the battlefield. Alright, our reinforcements are here too. You guys just need to get up here. Alright. Start moving. Chase them away. Alright, you're gonna go here. You're gonna go here. You're gonna go here. Just chase them away. Just get them off the battlefield.
Boys at crew! That's who to start! And he'll does it!
Alright, you need to come here.
Astragoth Zulahu!
That's a lot of goblins. Okay, are you guys... Come on, why won't you shatter? Alright, you guys can come back here. Alright, they're gone. You guys come here. You all come over here. You go in the forest. You come here. And then... Alright, they're gone. You come back over here. These guys, please just break.
These Astragoth!
The grumps, boys!
Alright, so here they all come. Alright, good. They're gone. Get back up here. Get over here. Okay. Alright, we'll give them a chance to rest. We got our sneaky gits over here. And our Taurus. Alright, you need to go around and get ready for their archers. Actually, get in there so that way they break. Focus your fire on the Lord.
Hobgoblin Akasas! Dance out! Drathrin!
Takazak.
Hobgoblin here!
Farewells.
Hobgoblin Akasas!
Ashot's thou.
Alright, get in there.
What's up? Stuck him!
Alright, they're doing pretty well over there.
Astragoth Zulahu.
Khan!
Alright. They're about to break.
Dr. Magoy! Great!
Fire on them. Alright, get ready to fire on them. Get into them.
Astragoth Zulahu.
Who's ready? Stock! Stocky stock!
Ashkazan Lakus.
Out! Serious a slap drink!
Alright, you guys get back in here. We get the Taurus out. Alright, there we go. They're losing faith.
Astragoth Zulahu. Zulu Manser.
Get the Taurus after them. Excellent. Alright, we're in good shape. Alright, we killed a Lord. That's great. Astragoth, you get over here.
Ashot's thou.
Oh, nope, you need to run away.
Look the drop shot!
Get out of there. Okay, you're alright. And there we go. There's the army loss penalty.
Hobgoblin Akasas!
Alright, you can chase people down. Excellent. Chase them down. Try to kill them. Where's the bull? Fire on him. See if you can kill him. Come on, get a couple volleys off. Ah, they're not gonna get him. That's okay. Alright. Pyrrhic victory, but where do we really take damage? That's the question. He took some damage. These guys, though, whew, 28,000 damage dealt. mean, because he still dealt 5,500 damage. He was in a one-on-one situation, though, so that was a little bit more taxing on him. And the beautiful thing is we're right next to the settlement, so we can just pop in there, replenish, and then we'll be in good shape. Oh, loading times with Immortal Empires. Because we killed him, for sure. We didn't get the other one. But I mean, we only lost 361 men. The biggest damage we took was here and here. The rest of this can be replaced. Because these guys actually did pretty well. I mean, granted, they were in a good matchup, but I mean, the dwarves were responsible for holding the line. Alright, so, ooh, we can get a lot of labor out of this. And we can probably catch... Yeah, because they were both in force march. So, yeah, we're in pretty good shape with labor needs here. So we're going to... Actually, wait, hold on a second. We're gonna take that back, and then we're gonna rush build this because it costs 200. Yeah, that's fine. There we go.
Astragoth,
All right, so for Astragoth, we'll go Iron Willed, just boost replenishment. For you, we'll go replenish troops. And then for you, training. And I could reach him. Tell you what, we're going to end the episode here. It's a decisive victory, but I don't want to lose any units, so I'll probably fight this myself, and then that way we can just control who's in here, because I'm going to hold him back for sure, just because that's not worth losing him. Probably limit the Taurus's usage, but we'll fight this ourselves at the beginning of the next episode. So for now, this is Rubicon signing out. Don't forget, click on the logo here in the bottom right hand corner. That way it's easiest to make sure you're set up for new videos when they come out. And thanks again, once and always, to Creative Assembly for the early access so I can show this off for you guys. We'll see y'all later. Take care.